Chief Anthony Minosse of the Gloucester Township Police Department. Chief Anthony Minosse has dedicated his life to service, leadership, and community. A graduate of Camden County College and Rowan University, Chief Minosse began his law enforcement career shortly after completing his studies, joining the Gloucester Township Police Department in 1995. Appointed Chief of Police in 2025, he continues to dedicate his career to ensuring that Gloucester Township remains a safe, supportive, and welcoming community for all. Over the course of his 30-year career, Chief Minosse has served in a wide range of roles that reflect his commitment to public safety, leadership, and teamwork. Beginning as a patrolman, he served as both a field training officer and patrol shift investigator before joining the department's special response team in 1999, eventually becoming team commander in 2010. His leadership journey continued as he rose to the ranks of sergeant and lieutenant in the patrol bureau, gaining invaluable experience in supervision and operational command. As captain, Chief Minosse had the opportunity to command all 3 divisions of the Gloucester Township Police Department, allowing him to oversee all key areas of the agency before becoming Deputy Chief of Police in 2019. His broad scope of responsibility and collaborative leadership have helped shape the department's modern, community-focused approach to policing. A lifelong learner and dedicated instructor, Chief Minosse holds multiple instructor certifications and has taught a variety of courses, both within the GTPD and the Camden County Police Academy. In 2014, he attended the 257th session of the prestigious FBI National Academy in Quantico, Virginia, a program that brings together law enforcement leaders from around the world to advance the profession and strengthen interagency collaboration. Chief Minosse remains committed to the residents of Gloucester Township and the officers and staff who serve alongside him. His leadership is defined by integrity, compassion, and a vision for developing police officers while building lasting partnerships between law enforcement and the community. At this time, please join me in welcoming to the podium Chief Anthony Minosse.
Good afternoon, and thank you, President Pugh-Basset, Director Doyle, members of the faculty and Academy staff, fellow colleagues, friends, and families, and most importantly, Camden County College Police Academy class number 92. Today is indeed both an honor and a homecoming of sorts for me to be standing here this afternoon. 30 years ago, on a cold December 1st, 1995, I too proudly graduated from the Camden County Police Academy, class number 23. I remember sitting with my classmates, wearing a uniform and leather gear that was still too crisp, wondering about the career that lay ahead of me. I certainly did not think I would ever become chief of police, but I think there is most likely a future chief of police or two now among you. I had no idea what the next 3 decades would hold for me, but I did know this: I was stepping into a time-honored and noble profession, one that would test me, shape me, and ultimately become one of the greatest privileges of my life. And today, after those 30 years of service, I am grateful for the chance to share just a few words with you as you all begin your own journeys. You are about to join a profession that demands much, but gives back much more. And as you start this chapter, there are a few principles that I share and hope you will hold on to. These are just some of the values that carried me through the years, and the same ones that will help shape you into great police officers you aspire to become. First, remember your oath, its meaning, its weight, and its promise. When you raised your right hand taking the oath of office, you did not just recite words with no meaning, you made a commitment. You made a solemn public promise. A promise to your community, to the law, to justice, and to yourselves. Never forget that oath is the very foundation on which you will stand every day of your career. There will be moments, some easier, some harder, when you will be tempted to take shortcuts, let frustration dictate your decisions, or to forget the high standards that you have committed to. In those moments, return to your oath. Let it be your moral compass. Let it be a reminder of the symbolism and responsibility of the badge that you will wear. It is the reminder that you promised to do that job and do it with integrity, courage, and fairness each and every day. Second, avoid mediocrity. Make excellence your standard of conduct. In law enforcement, never let good enough be just good enough. The police department, whose patch you now wear, and your community depends on you to bring the very best each and every day. Excellence is not just about perfection, it is about effort, discipline, and a refusal to settle for less. One of my favorite quotes throughout my life was credited to Aristotle, is we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. Make excellence your daily habit as a standard, and you will certainly go far in your personal lives and your careers. Excellence shows up in the way you write reports, the way you speak to citizens, victims, and suspects, in the way you train, the way you prepare, and the way you represent the badge you will wear on your chest. That badge is not just metal, it is a symbol of trust, honor, and service. Never forget, when you set excellence as your standard, while both on and off duty, you elevate not just yourself, but everyone around you. And you will honor this profession that you and so many others in law enforcement have worked so hard to be a part of. Third, remember why you chose to become a police officer. Some of you came here because you wanted to serve, some because you wanted to protect, some because someone or something in your life inspired you, or because you saw a need in your community. Never forget whatever your reason why is, and hold on to it. You will certainly face days when the weight of the badge makes your job feel heavy, days when the shift seems long, days when you question whether you are making a difference. On those days, remember your why. It will ground you, it will fuel your focus, and it will bring you back to the purpose that led you to this day and that uniform you wear. Fourth, carry your pride and your purpose with you. Police work is not just a job, it is part of an identity, a calling, and a great responsibility. You should feel proud to serve, proud to wear the uniform, and proud of the good that you will now have the privilege to do. But pride is most powerful when paired with purpose, when you understand not just what you do, but why it matters. Never forget that every call, every conversation, every decision you make has the potential to change the world and lives of someone. That is purpose. Take pride in the great opportunity you are now given to make a difference in so many ways. Fifth, treat your community the way you would want to be treated, professionally, respectfully, and with humanity. You will meet many people on the worst days of their lives, people in crisis, people who are angry, scared, or confused. Never forget how you treat them matters. Your attitude and your words matter. Your patience matters. The respect that you show, even when it is not shown to you, matters. When you treat your community with professionalism, dignity, and empathy, you build trust, and trust is part of the foundation of great and effective policing. Never underestimate the power of courtesy, compassion, and a calm voice. It is truly a learned art form that you can help diffuse many situations that tactics alone will never will. Sixth, understand that every officer is a leader, regardless of rank. Real leadership in this profession isn't determined by stripes, bars, or stars. It comes from your actions, your attitude and character, and your willingness to step up and be the example. Never forget that every single officer from day one has the ability to positively influence the culture of your department and the well-being of others. Look out for one another, support one another, train each other, be a leader, and speak up when something isn't right or not serving the mission of your department or not meeting the standard of excellence you have set. Share your experiences with others, listen and learn from all those who've walked the road before you, and just as importantly, take care of your own wellness. This job demands mental, physical, and emotional resilience. You cannot help others or your community if you are running on empty. Seek help when you need it. Take care of your health and your fitness. Importantly, encourage your fellow officers to do the same. That too is real leadership, where you can be inspirational and help set the tone for others to follow. Finally, be accountable every day in every action. Accountability is not punishment, it is a promise. It is the promise that you'll own your actions, your decisions, and your impact. Hold you accountable and not anybody else. It is what turns authority into legitimacy. Never forget, when you hold yourself accountable, you earn the trust of your colleagues, your supervisors, and importantly, the community that you serve. Accountability builds credibility, credibility builds trust, and trust is what allows us to do our jobs effectively, successfully, and honorably. To the graduating class, number 9-2, today marks the beginning of your extraordinary journey. You are stepping into a profession that will challenge you, change you, and shape you in many ways that you cannot imagine. But it will reward you, fulfill you, and give you the opportunity to make real, lasting impact in the lives of so many. You inherit a proud tradition, one that I was lucky enough to join 30 years ago, and I am confident that each of you will carry it forward with honor. Never forget to wear your badge and uniform with pride, serve with purpose, uphold your oath, choose excellence, lead with integrity, treat people with humanity, and hold yourselves accountable to the highest standards this profession demands. If you do all that, not only will you be great police officers, you will have the privilege to make a real difference in the world and the lives you touch. Congratulations to the graduating class and also to the friends and families. Never forget that your friends and families will feel the sacrifice along with you. They will be the supporting backbone and the quiet strength behind you during your incredible journey. Welcome to you all into the greatest career and show on earth, where you stand the line between order and disorder. And may you all courageously take on the many challenges that most will never see and face it with professionalism, compassion, and honor, guided by the oath you swore and the trust placed upon you. You are now part of a proud tradition of service that carries forward a boundless legacy. Thank you for answering the call. Congratulations.